barometer as to how you're doing and you're constantly told you suck, well, that is gonna make you sad. Before long, you will start trying anything and everything, even though that's likely a bad idea. Long-term smart planning is always going to be a better strategy. The thing is, human beings go into panic mode as WWE has done time and time again. Whether it's looking to the past to see what worked then, that's why Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff have recently been given director roles, or just trying the most crazy stuff imaginable, that's why we had the wild card rule. Brains that are now operating at 100 miles per hour go nuts and nothing is off the table. Fun for us looking back, probably really stupid at the time. I'm Simon from What Culture, remember to subscribe, and this is 9 desperate moves WWE made in panic over low ratings. Number 9, the wildcard rule. Talking of the wildcard rule, this was all to do with ratings. Happening in May 2019, Raw suffered its lowest modern-day rating outside of a holiday season. It terrified everyone, not least those who were putting WWE on their own TV stations. They wanted an improvement in numbers, and they wanted it now. The following week, Vince McMahon introduced the wildcard rule, where 3 superstars could cross brands every 7 days. In about an hour, that figure had already increased to 4. In reality, no one had a clue what the number was meant to be, as it changed every week depending on what WWE wanted to do. Straight away, it was stupid then because nobody could keep up with it. Even WWE.com struggled. It uploaded articles that tried to make heads and tails out of it. As we know, this overexposed everyone and just kicked others off the program altogether. I don't even know if it is in effect right now. Maybe, it might not. It's a mystery, like evolution. Number 8, the debut of Eric Bischoff Part 1. July 15th, 2002 is a day no wrestling fan from that period can ever forget. Along with the wrestlers themselves, we all sat in shock as Vince McMahon welcomed Eric Bischoff to the stage as the new GM of Raw before the two shared a big hug in front of the world. It was almost unreal for anyone who had witnessed the Monday Night Wars, given that Bischoff had gleefully given away his competition's results and outwardly announced that he wanted to kill off WWE once and for all. How McMahon could forget all about that in the name of business was quite something. This was all down to the first realization that wrestling ratings were going in the wrong direction following the end of the Attitude Era. A better way to reverse that than bringing someone in who was slap bang in the middle of it all. Doesn't this sound familiar? Bischoff referenced all of this during his intro promo, but it wasn't to be. The bad guy authority figure had been played out, and after the novelty of Eric had worn off, it was just the same old, not to mention how better this would have been if we had got Bischoff in during the invasion storyline. It also didn't entice WCW fans to tune into Raw because, no one at WWE seems to understand, they didn't want to watch anything other than World Championship Wrestling. When that folded, that was that. They were done. Number 7, the return of DX. Happening in 2006, the first reuniting of DX was pretty good. Nostalgia always works for a little bit. The problem here was the stark differences between what we had and what we were currently getting. In the late 90s, D-Generation X had been incredibly edgy, doing things that wrestling had rarely seen. Half a decade later or so, it was just Shawn Michaels and Triple H goofing around with poop jokes. Some liked it and more power to you, and it wasn't like the original incarnation were above making dick jokes, and aside from familiar faces, it didn't feel like the same act. It looked like a toned-down tribute. The duo soon began feuding with the McMahons, which also didn't spark the fires. By the time we were making fun of the word cock, I think most people were done with this. Ratings mostly stayed consistent, and there is something to seeing Hunter and Shawn dress up as Vince and Shane, but this did not shake things up as intended. Number 6, Edge and Lisa's live sex celebration. Now yes, this did work, don't get me wrong. It drew a massive rating, but just let the name of it run through your brain for a while. A live sex celebration. If that isn't a sign of a company looking to hotshot some numbers, I don't know what is. Also happening in 2006, the cap of a crazy 24 hours for Edge, who had also won the World Heavyweight Championship, he and Lita decided the best way to enjoy their success was to put a bed in the middle of the ring and pretend to have sex. It was pretty graphic, all things considered, and one of those things that would never happen now. Social media would melt down. There was also a backlash from the arena itself. With a strong family base, officials were livid this happened, and it would be 3 years until WWE was invited back. Lita also suffered a wardrobe malfunction, so while this did what it was meant to do, there were also consequences. Let's hope those few extra views were worth it. Number 5, Vince explodes. Fast forward a year later, and the hunt for Attitude Era numbers was still on, which was probably why Vince McMahon decided to blow himself up. Inspired by the likes of CSI that made shows out of teasing murder mysteries, WWE wanted to try their own, right down to having WWE.com run headlines that said McMahon is dead after his limousine burst into flames. There were mock memorial services, plenty of whodunits, and some people and stockholders that actually thought this was legit. Because of course, we never got an answer because real life took a tragic turn. With the Benoit murders occurring mid-story, the whole thing was scrapped as it should have done to address what had happened. You can't carry on a fake death narrative when a very legit one has just gone down. McMahon came out on TV to reveal every detail, and this was indefinitely shelved. If you like to buy into the rumour mill, it is said it was going to be Ken Kennedy. Number 4, hot lesbian action. Smut was the name of the game in 2002 as WWE openly let us know that sex sells and they wanted to go to the cash register. But during this time, General Manager Eric Bischoff walked to the ring and told us he knew what the audience wanted, and yes, that was hot lesbian action. Genius to figure out what that entails, but it was just a segment where two women would kiss each other. Hot lesbian action. Seemingly worried it may not get enough backlash, WWE also booked tag team 3-minute warning to beat two of these girls up one week, which just opened the floodgates for everyone to rightfully take shots at what was awful television. It soon turned into a feud between Bischoff and Stephanie McMahon, where it was teased that she too would get involved in some HLA. Mercifully, that never happened. Rather than attract a bigger audience too, this just drove more away. Nobody was watching Raw for soft pornography. Number 3, McMahon's $1 Million Mania. In the summer 2008, once again, WWE was facing a new ratings challenge. The answer, at least according to the boss, to introduce a money giveaway to basically bribe the audience into watching. That really is something. McMahon's $1 Million Mania was a game show that did give away thousands of dollars to fans and allowed them to appear on Monday Night Raw. Vince would ring random numbers and ask for a password, and if you got it right, you unlocked the cash. It's about as far away from wrestling as what it's meant to be. It didn't work as segments went on forever due to various technical faults or fans getting confused about what they were supposed to do, and it all came crashing down literally when the set fell on McMahon to start a new angle. Apparently when things are struggling, we just pretend to love Vince. Given that at this time we had Triple H, John Cena, The Undertaker, Edge, Chris Jericho, Batista and countless others on the books, it seems more sensible to come up with ideas that benefited those guys and gave the audience some amazing storylines. If we didn't do that, WWE Creative wasn't really into it 11 or so years ago. Number 2, Katie Vick. It still seems hard to try and figure out who WWE thought would tune in to see this. I mean, what was their demographic? In 2002, when ratings were nowhere near as good as they were during the Attitude Era, yes, you see a pattern here, Vince McMahon went down to the barrel to try and spark this into life by introducing Katie Vick. All to us thanks to world champion Triple H, the game told us that not only was his new challenger Kane a murderer, he had killed poor Katie in a car accident, but when it was over, he had sex with her dead body. I feel awful even saying that out loud, let alone anything else, but yes, this is what happened. It also ruined Kane's backstory, because we had been told he spent his formative years in Paul Bearer's basement, but nobody cared about that when they got to a skit we all want to forget. Happening in a real funeral home, Triple H wearing a Kane mask mounted a mannequin in a coffin and pretended to have sexual intercourse with it. Again, who this was aimed at, I don't know, but it's a part of history now, and I'd really rather it wasn't. Number 1, the fake Diesel and the fake Razor Ramon. Happening in 1996 when the then WWF had properly bottomed out, I don't get how anybody thought this would be a plus. It was as if gimmicks had nothing to do with the talent that performed them and you could grab anyone off the street and just stick them in some shoes. That wasn't the case, of course, because Rick Bogner and Glenn Jacobs, the future Kane, were experienced hands, but still, that must have been the thinking. As WCW gained steam with the NWO though, WWE didn't seem to grasp that having bin men and hog farmers as characters wasn't going to work. Instead of focusing on themselves, Vince McMahon's outfit decided to just pretend that two of their competition's biggest stars were on their way back to WWE and had Jim Ross tell the world that was the case. This was kind of true, but as we already pointed out, it was just two dudes doing cosplay. It was an absolute bust, mostly because WWE had just trolled and lied to their audience. Imagine you were excited about this. You'd be livid and probably switched over to WCW.